minister and the cabinet minister. Because most of these issues, when you open them up here in Parliament, you might end up causing diplomatic issues between nations and all that. So to begin with, I want to encourage Honorable Murumba, always reach out to your colleague. Honorable Nkunyinji, always reach out to your colleague. Then we come on the floor on issues which we feel should come here, okay? Or one has refused to listen to another. Being a shadow minister is a very, very important post. And I hope we respect each other across the line. Number two, I think it should be a policy of it is a policy of any government and even any parliament to encourage its citizens in foreign countries to respect the laws of those foreign countries, to respect the laws of hosting countries. If we risk here on the floor of Parliament to insinuate and give sort of a picture that government of Egypt has said regularize, and for us we are saying no, even if you don't regularize, we shall come in to help. You know, people must know they have obligations where they are. Then, once we find a situation, we can come in. But here, a minister, really, I will disagree with you, Honourable Minister. If you went on this floor and you say, no, if they don't meet the deadline, we shall come in, we help. These are people who we shall be encouraging them indirectly. Let the time elapse, and then the minister will see how best they can handle. Otherwise, we might indirectly encourage people to remain. I was in Bahrain, and Ugandans knew I was in Bahrain. I didn't know there were even Ugandans. I voluntarily bought tickets for 28 of them as a person. Okay? As a person. Some of them, when I said I'm issuing tickets, pulled out. They said we want money. But I think we met them with some MPs. Honorable colleagues, I have some of you who joined me. Honorable Mero, you're the one who called me from my hotel to come and meet Ugandans, and they told me they were stuck. I volunteered. Some of them, when I said I must give actual tickets, they said, we want money. So even these people are sharp. Even these people are sharp. We have to be. I'm trying, honorable colleagues, to be cautious with this. Finally, the issue of the annex which we are sharing here, I'm really cautious on this record here, Honorable Minister, listing the name of a person here publicly that he's a rebel held in Myanmar, openly. I think that list shouldn't be it. You refer to the annex, you didn't put it, but you shouldn't. You can even share, you can always have a way of having that list. We confidentially handle it, you look at it, you compare, then you also share the one you have, but without putting people's names here. We might put them in trouble. Honorable Lop.
We might not have to publish these names for their own safety and also to make it easy as we are trying to have them repatriated. But like you have guided, that list should be availed somehow, confidentially, so that it eases the process of making sure we get these people back home. The Speaker can guide on who should be availed that list, but at least the list should be availed, because now as Parliament we are getting involved, yeah? That's one. Two, Honourable Speaker, there is need for clarity. The Minister said that our ambassador in Kuala Lumpur requested 402 million shillings to enable her and her team to travel and have bilateral engagements to establish the gravity and all the details of this matter. That money was not availed. Two, the Minister said that he had on the sidelines of NAM an engagement with the Deputy Prime Minister of that country. And they agreed to, going forward, have bilateral agreements so that when our nationals are in that country, they are safe, and so on. And also that the Deputy Prime Minister promised to undertake to waive any fine and criminal cases that would have been preferred against those nationals. That was 16th of January. It's nearly a month now. Because we are talking about people who are being held by rebels, not on their own volition, because the minister has conceded that, look, these people were hoodwinked and now they are in a rebel camp. For over a month since that engagement, what is the update? I think the minister needs to clarify that. And finally, the Ugandans who are in Egypt. The minister in his statement firstly said at the moment there is no fund to support Ugandans abroad in distress conditions. 2 paragraphs down, he's saying those willing to leave should register at the Ugandan embassy in Cairo so that the embassy engages the authorities with a view of processing their exit. This is neither here nor there. Could you clarify exactly? Because these ones are in distress. They don't have money to get them back. They don't have money to legalize their state because the money needed for that is a lot more. And should they stay beyond the period agreed, they are going to pay a lot more money. So they want to return. You're saying you don't have money, but you're saying come, we'll process. What does that mean? They need to know how to follow up. Thank you.
Honourable Minister, next time you're bringing a statement.
And the people they are taking to Myanmar, most of them are youth who are well-trained IT technicians or IT graduates. And what they do there is havoc. So our youth are in distress. However, IOM promised that they are going to engage. IOM means International Organization for Migration. And they are going to help us get in touch with the government of Myanmar and see how our youth can be rescued. Because they have rescued some. I'm told in Uganda here they have rescued like 4 who are already here. So my appeal to all the leaders across the country is to sensitize our people. To sensitize our people, not for victims. Because they are promised you are going to Bangkok. And once somebody gets to know about Bangkok, which he was studying in history and geography, they are easily swept away. And therefore, our youth should really feel contented with their country.
I seek this clarification. You know, we should not be in abeyance. The minister's statement, which is on the record, is saying, number 1, our ambassador has to go. She has not been facilitated to go. The minister says he met the deputy minister, prime minister of the country, and they agreed on how to process this matter. Prime Minister, you're saying you are going to engage IOM.
No, I already engaged.
But this statement was that you're going to engage. Okay, so it's important that we have harmony, and that's the clarification I'm seeking. What should we bank on? Are we banking on IOM? Are we banking on the Deputy Prime Minister? But also, specificity in terms of time. Because these are people who are held in a rebel camp. Even one day could be very dangerous. So we want very timely update on what's happening.
IOM is an independent international organization. Secondly, honorable colleagues, I organized a meeting here in the country with the ambassador our ambassador in Kuala Lumpur. All these suggestions the minister is bringing came up under my chair. Honorable Speaker, I want all of us to note that our children are before rebel groups. They are in captive. And so we have to handle this issue with a lot of care, because we can put their life at stake. I don't know which other statements the minister made here, because I came in a little later, because we were having cabinet. Honorable Speaker, We have also involved Interpol together with our ESO operatives. Something is being done. It's not that government is just watching and we're doing nothing. We are doing something. But we cannot give timelines here because we are not in charge of all those, the government of Myanmar, we are not in charge of it. Even members, we are not in charge of the labels.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Colleagues, I'm commanded by Rule 41, Prime Minister's time.
Bino bitubagamba bulijjo nti government, Ministry of Foreign Affairs ne embassy zaffe ziremeddwa okukola ekisaanidde. Bano bannayuganda baali baite bagwa nambayekera singa waliwo okuwabula okuli timely. Otherwise bannayuganda bagwa mikono gy'abayekera tebawabulwa tebaalabulwa. Ekyo kimu. Ekyokubiri bw'otugamba nti mumala kuteekawo enkolagana naggwanga lya Myanmar, abantu abayekera baba bayina twagala okuteekawo negotiation oba enteeseganya n'ababakutte kubanga ebyenkolagana n'amawanga birwawo ate bitwala ebbanga. Ekyokusatu nti bannayuganda abali mu ggwanga lya Misiri okuvaayo kwabwe gavumenti negamba nti yo terina kyakikolera. Uganda erina ennyonyi nnamba. Ennyonyi eno yali ekozesezza kugenda okutaasa omuntu sekinomu bw'ati twetaaga ennyonyi eno esitukeetaase bannayuganda. India ne batugamba babaze bibiri gavumenti bekkiriza naye nga ffe tumanyi basukka mmeka basukka mbibiri bwetuba mujasi mu Myanmar yokka be babazeeko. Jjukira abayekera balina enkambi ez'enjawulo camps ez'enjawulo bannayuganda gye bakuumiddwa. Twetaaga ekikolebwa bonnambiro okununula bannayuganda abo mikono gye bali, otherwise basuulira kufa na bulamu. Ekyannaku ripooti ebadde tematiza kuba tebaddeemu mulamwa wadde kinyusi kigamba nti kyekigenda okukolebwa bunnambiro okutaasa bannayuganda. Ffe tudimandinga nti Ministry of Foreign Affairs ne embassy zino first of all ogendanga mu maaso okuwabula eri abantu okuwa bunnambiro ate mu budde ng'olaba embassy z'amawanga amalala ne baba bawulidde kantu kati ne bagamba ti kirungi genda wano ne bannayuganda ne bava wano. Bw'otugamba nti babakukusa ani avunanyizibwa ku booda za Uganda negana amakampani go gaabaani kujo nga ne gavumenti mwekiri. Booda za Uganda ziri mikono gya gavumenti, be balina okufaayo okulaba nga bamanya ani ayiseewo nawajalaga okutaasa bannayuganda. Bw'otunuulira ensonga y'okuba nti bayogera ku nteeseganya ezigenda mu maaso bitongole ebyenjawulo, IOM puroguramu ezaayo kubanga kyo kitongole kyeyawulidde naye kyetwogera ripooti tebaddeemu kiraga bannayuganda bataasibwa ddi. Egypt alone Cairo omuwendo gwa ssente bannayuganda gwe balina osasula gwayogerako nti dejani 24 March olwedde waliwo abali bukomera nga bo tebali mu kategole eyo naye naku z'omwezi 24 March ani alina amanyi kadaama ng'asobola okusasula $6,000 oba 14 ani amanyi kadaama oyo ng'ezaazirina kuba bali stranded. Era bannayuganda baba bagenda fiira makomera mu nsi ezo ddala. Kino tekyetaagisa kutunuulira muwendo gwa ssente, kyetaaga kutunuulira gavumenti yeyogera ne gavumenti endala n'ekigendero ky'okuteekawo enkolagana n'ekigendero ky'okuteekawo obaolyawo okugyawo obukwakkulizo bannayuganda baveeyo ate ne bana negotiatinga n'ogamba ate beegulire tiketi nazo tebaziyina ne bogamba nti bajje bawandiise tunegotiatinge tebalina tiketi. Uganda ina national airline nnyonyi tekola n'amagoba akusinza kulikoleza batwala mu parliament. Ennyonyi eyamba tujabye ng'etwala abantu sekinoomu ne batwala mu ngendo zaabwe oluusi babadde bayamba kale tukifuddeeko. Nnyonyi yaabwe eyamba omuntu omu nga tesobola kuyamba bannayuganda boyogereko nti bibiri gwe bwe wakabalako abali mu India abali stranded nga beetaazi transport. Nyoga nnyonyi yaggwanga era nti bannayuganda muginyumirwemu era mugiyagaliremu. Nnyonyi yawanga esobola kuyamba omuntu omu nga tesobola kugenda mu Egypt kuyamba bannayuganda 50 abali stranded bogamba nti kale tugenda tuyinza okwogera naye mwegulire tiketi. So ebyo tebiriiyo okukiyita mu lujja nakugezaako okujjako obuvunaanyizibwa naye ffe tukyayinsistinga nti buvunaanyizibwa bwa gavumenti ne ministry ekwatibwako ya foreign affairs ne embassy zaffe okukola ekisaanidde kyonna okulaba nga bannayuganda banunulwa alina okuba nga babawabula mu budde buli kiba kisaanidde na buli kiba kyetagisiza. Ffe tugenda kulemberako ku nsonga eno tetunaba kunyuka ne lisiti ze boogeddeko wadde bazikwesekwese twagala bwa lisiti z'abannayuganda 405 bo boogera 5 bo boogera 3 bo boogera 3 ku Myanmar. Bannayuganda bali mu compound ez'enjawulo abayekera balina enkambi nnyingi naye nga interest esinga obukulu tetwagala bataaseeko bamu balekeyo abalala nga beekwasa nti tetwamanya. So tubagamba nti bannayuganda bali scattered mu bifo biki bingi. Buli ojja n'ogamba nti wakategerako ne bano ekisooka nga bwe bofunyeeko access naye tugambye nti bannayuganda bangi. So oba okola enteeseganya olina kutunula ekifaananyi ekigazi nti ne bebawudde abali ewalala obenga obataasa. So kyekigendererwa kyaffe ekyokuyisistinga nti namba nnene si eno yokka gye boogeddeko nekisinga obukulu nti bakkiriza nti bannayuganda gye bali bawambibwa ate kiswaza nti baali baluluddawo ebbanga lino lyonna